Okay, so the top 5 reasons that Bonifacio Global City, Philippines is the absolute best place to retire in the Philippines. Short of if you want to live at a beach, obviously you cannot live in a city and be in a beach simultaneously. So if you're okay with the city life and just flying to beaches on the weekends, to Palawan, Boracay, places like that that are a short flight away, I think that BGC is just hands down the absolute best that you can get as far as a retirement destination. If you're not on a shoestring budget and your budget is like, $1,500 or above, and you're not getting an expensive girlfriend, I just think that this spot where we are right now, Uptown BGC, is about as good as it can get for the Philippines. I think number one at the top of the list is going to be infrastructure. You will never experience a brownout. You will never experience, no cellular phone service. The Wi-Fi is excellent, even on high floors of condos. I just think that Uptown BGC, or BGC as a whole, really Metro Manila, Makati, I haven't had any issues either. But just off the top, infrastructure is tremendous here. A lot of people talk about Thailand, this and that. You have Grab, you have Food Panda, you have reliable internet, you have everything you could possibly need is right here in this city. Number two, I'm gonna go with safety. You will literally see a security officer like more than you would ever see anywhere else, or guys with guns, police. BGC is ultra safe. Criminals that want to mess around, or tough guys, do not want to come to BGC. Literally, there's always a security guard watching you. There's always somebody with a loaded gun right there making sure you're okay. People tend to mess around in like Pasay, even like P. Burgos or Makati or something. BGC is just super duper safe. The safety is paramount. If you're a woman, if you're an older guy, if you're someone that wants to just feel safe walking around with your iPhone 14 Pro Max at 4 a.m., doesn't want to be concerned with scooter snatchings and different things that you can experience in Makati, Pasay, other areas. I think BGC is really second to none from that perspective. I don't think you will have any safety issues, and safety is very important to like retirees or women or couples with children. I see a lot of white couples with children moving to BGC, and I just think that it is kind of the best as far as safety goes that I've ever seen in the Philippines, from Boracay to Makati to Cebu to Siargao to Lapu-Lapu to everywhere that I've been. BGC, I feel the most safe. I'm not super concerned with safety, but definitely everyone's got their eye on you. There's a huge police and security presence, armed security. So I think safety just right off the top. Number three is going to be food options. I don't think even in Makati you have the type of food options you have here. Here you have so many things that are, literally 500 plus restaurants or something. It's just, this mall that we're at right now, the Uptown Mall, has so many food options. It's absolutely insane. You'll have like 20, 30 restaurants in every mall that are really, really good, like sushi, Vikings Buffet, Six Doors Buffet, tons of these Korean barbecue type places, tons of a la carte restaurants, from like the No-Nos to the, just a million different restaurants, the Nikki Robadas, the Wildflower, the Las Flores you're seeing out here. It's just really, really got the most restaurants in a dense square area, from SM Aura to Uptown to Market to Mitsukoshi, to just these spots on Uptown, to the High Street. Oh my God, there's so many amazing restaurants on High Street. I think you have a Hassins over there, which they have in Makati as well. So you're just not gonna be lacking. If you're a picky eater and you don't wanna eat Filipino food, or you wanna, just kind of experience your level of food options that you had in, say, like a Beverly Hills or like a, Vegas or whatever, you're not gonna miss anything in BGC. In many other places you are going to miss, and you're really going to be lacking on that food if you're really in the province It's just off the charts as far as that. And then also right here within walking distance, which I have memberships to both, you have a Landers and you have an S&R. An S&R is like a straight up, as close as you'll get to feeling like you're in America, in another country, as in you can get real milk, you can get like the Kirkland items, even though they're marked up. You can get so many things. It'll PF Chang frozen dishes, you know, Marie Callender's Fridays frozen dishes. So that's like our Costco is as good as it's gonna get. Is it good as Costco? No. But is it as close as you'll ever get? Like when I go there, I feel like I'm in America and I feel like I need to live in Manila or Cebu primarily in order to get that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like S&R makes me feel comfortable and makes me feel at home. Landers, I have a membership there as well. I'm not as crazy about it. Doesn't quite have all the American products, but it's more of like a European vibe, but it has some great products, and I just renewed mine because it's normally 700 pesos, which Costco is $60 in America. Sam's Club is $60, I believe, but here it's like $14, like 700 pesos. And Landers, I wasn't gonna renew, but they offered it to me at a cut rate of $350, which they'll do if you renew early. So I thought, what the hell is $7 to have access? Like I like the coconut waters and certain different little things there. So I said, screw it. And I renewed Landers as well. So that's another like food thing. And then cost of living. So you'll think, okay, BGC is the most expensive in the Philippines. But if you really break it down from like an American perspective of what you would pay for cost of living, like I'm moving back here now and things have gone up a bit, maybe like $100 on apartments and stuff. But what I'll probably end up paying is like in the 45 range, because I'll have a balcony this time and I'll have a higher floor with like an unobstructed view and stuff. So, I mean, if I pay 45 with today's current conversion, I used to pay 30, but I had no balcony and I didn't have like a sauna in my building. And those are all things that I'll have this time. 30 is great. That's what I'm paying now in Makati. And that's like $500-ish with the current conversion, maybe 530, 520. But I mean, if you pay 45, say, and you don't have two places and I let Boracay go or whatever, you know, 45 is like maybe $800 with like a bad conversion, maybe right now like 700, high 700s. In America, you couldn't rent a room in someone's home with no kitchen or laundry privileges for that money. So you're not really in some expensive, wild, you know, for a Western person, if you're making a Western salary or you got $100 grand or whatever, and you come here, you know, and you can cook at home because you got the S&Rs and the Landers and stuff, so you don't have to eat out every day. And like Boracay, you kind of have to eat out every day because I don't really feel like those grocery stores are proper. You certainly don't have an S&R, a Landers. Even their marketplace is just not the same as like the BGC marketplace feels like a Gelson's or a Lassen's or like a Whole Foods almost, the way they have all this, you know, fresh prepared food and things of that nature. So it just really has a different level of grocery stores here, as far as especially the Uptown Mall, sort of lower floor basement or whatever marketplace is the best marketplace I've ever seen. It's way better than the same chain in Makati in the Century City Mall. So, I mean, it really makes a difference, you know, your options as far as, you know, foods to buy to cook at home and stuff. So even if you pay 800 and then say you're at, you know, a little under 1,000 after you pay your electric, your internet, your water, all that. And then, you know, you could live for another $500 a month, realistically. I mean, if you eat at home sometimes, or you don't get that expensive girlfriend, or you get a girl that works in BGC that has a great career. That's where a lot of the successful Filipinos, or the Filipinos that are making, you know, $1,000 a month or 50,000 pesos or something are gonna be. And yeah, I mean, I just really think that for a retirement perspective, this is about as good as it gets if you got like a minimum of a $1,500 budget. If you don't, you might want to live in the province. You might want to go to Manila, and like Jazz Residences is the cheapest building I've found there. You could probably live for 20K there rather than paying like 40 here. You can still find places here that don't have balconies, that aren't on high floors and stuff, for around 30 or 35 if you shop around, or it's not furnished, or you go to, you know, not one of the highest end buildings or something. So that still, you know, puts you down a little bit lower than what I'm gonna do. So I just think from a retirement perspective, from safety, infrastructure, food, dating. I mean, dating is great here because you have so many girls from like Pasay, Quezon City that really, you know, are eager to meet the foreigner in BGC or Makati, but really BGC is the ultimate thing. And there's just so many women in Metro Manila. Are they all gonna be in BGC? No. A lot of them are gonna come from the surrounding areas, but you might get lucky and meet a girl that lives in your building, like I had before in One Uptown Residences, or a girl that lives in Taguig, or a girl that even lives in BGC proper. It can happen. It's happened to me before. So the dating would be the last and final, but not least. So like, comment, subscribe. I'm here at the roof of Uptown Mall here in Uptown BGC, and just letting you know, BGC is about as good as it gets if you can afford the housing. It is just an absolute bubble that you never ever have to leave unless you're going to the airport. You don't need to waste money on Grab. You don't have to worry about getting mugged or something. I think BGC is really the crown jewel of the Philippines, and I will be moving back here in about a month and a half. All right guys, like, comment, subscribe, and sana all.